Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Taylor.
I'm Sam.
And we put a question box up for you guys for this episode. And it's our second episode in our new configuration.
Yeah, it is. And
I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's cozy. I
think it looks good on YouTube.
I definitely just, like I said last week, need to get used to the camera being so far away, but we'll get there.
Yeah. It's okay. Your eyes will maybe adjust.
No, they won't adjust. If anything, my eyes will be continuously getting worse as I age.
Okay.
But yeah, so question box, we did it on the Instagram, so make sure you're following the One Thing About Us podcast Instagram. That's where we do all the Q&A questions. I kind of like doing this like once a month, honestly.
I like doing Q&As because like I'd just rather talk about what you guys
want to talk about.
What you guys want to talk about, yeah. Like I'd rather just get to the point of what the people want to hear.
Exactly, me too. But let's get into it. So one thing about you.
One thing about me is I don't know if it's because I didn't drink for a long time or I've just hit a wall in how old I am, but I get hungover now.
Yeah, it'd be like that age.
I don't know if it's because I didn't drink for like 2 months that I just became an absurd lightweight. I had 4 drinks on Friday and Saturday I was down horrendous, like nauseous headache.
Yeah. I feel that.
So that's just not fun that I get hungover now. Like, what the fuck?
Especially the wine hangovers. Those are the worst. 2 glasses of wine, but 2 big glasses of wine. Like, we ain't talking like restaurant pour types of glass of wine. Yeah. I'm talking like I'm going to pour it myself type of glass.
And you filled it to the brim and you drink it.
And yeah, I get very hungover from those.
No, I was so hungover, which I mean, we'll talk about our weekend, but I'm just like kind of fucking disappointed that I had 4 drinks and I felt like I wanted to puke. Like, are we kidding?
Yeah. My one thing about me is that I'm back into using my Canon. My Canon has built dust in my drawers, have not touched that thing. And one of our girlfriends has been bringing out her camera. And I was like, you know what? I feel inspired. I'm just going to start bringing my camera out because I've been lacking taking group photos for like a while.
Oh, I never take pictures of literally anything.
Remember last summer, like the picnic table on Latchkey, group photos like all the time. And now I realize like if I just have the camera in my hand all night because it has like a little wrist strap on it, I will take so many photos. The amount of photos I took this past weekend, I was like, yep, this camera's coming out with me all the time.
There's little ones like on TikTok Shop that are so cheap.
Are they digital or are they ones you have to print?
They're digital.
Because like I was debating getting a one of the ones you have to print, but I was like, that's just so much work.
No, they're digital, but they're like really little and like on TikTok Shop, and I'm like, wait, kind of obsessed.
Yeah. So I have the Canon G7X for anyone that's curious. I've been getting so many questions when I post the photos that I have been taking onto my story. I get swiped up stuff like, what camera is this? So Canon G7X. I bought mine at Best Buy, but I don't really know. Like, it's such a popular camera now that I feel like it's sold out everywhere. But you can figure it out.
Yeah, it's like the OG vlogging camera of YouTube for like ever.
Yeah.
But pretty much any digital camera gives you that vibe. Like any camera.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. The thing I like about that camera compared to at least one my friend has is it has the screen that can flip.
Oh, 100%.
Whereas hers, you can't flip the camera. So if you're taking a selfie, you can't see yourself. And you can flip the screen so that way when you're taking a selfie with the camera, you can see yourself. So that's what I like. It's like the mirrorless touch screen.
What's your favorite?
My favorite of the week, I actually have 2, but I kind of figured ours might be the same.
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay. So can I say 2 of them then?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you think? What would I say that you
lymphatic drainage massage.
Oh, well, that's my favorite of my life.
Yeah. So we both got lymphatic drainages this week, massages at the Talks here in Austin, Texas. And I hadn't gone since October, which I didn't even know. Like, I walked back in there like, oh my God, last time we saw you was October. I was like, oh, like, good to know because I had no idea how long it had been since I'd been there. And I got my period. Well, at the time, I didn't have my period, so I was like, this is going to be perfect because I just feel like I'm retaining so much water. I'm a little bit constipated from my period. Girl, I got things moving down there. It felt so good. It's like a 60-minute treatment or a 90-minute treatment, but literally what they're doing the entire time is like lymphatic work. And like, I would say your stomach is majority of the treatment. At least mine was. And they rotate and like just do, you can check out my reel. I posted a bunch of videos of it.
Your legs, your arms, your back, and your stomach. And they do everywhere.
And if you don't remember from like months ago, I have gone plenty of lymphatic massages at numerous other spas. The way they do this is so different compared to any of the other ones. Where I walk out feeling so fucking snatched compared to like any of the other places that I've been.
I will be doing this like before my wedding. Before like if we had like
anything
a beach
big,
trip, like I'm getting it done. If any of my friends come to me, because friends will come to us a lot with like health related questions, like fitness related questions. Like I don't know, because obviously we kind of talk about it online for a living. So if one of my friends comes to me, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm bloated. Like, what do I do?" I'm like, if you're committed to getting rid of it, you need to go book this massage.
Yeah.
Like, they're a little pricey. But I'm like, if you are really, really committed and you're struggling, I'm telling you this massage will cure you.
Yeah.
So
when I was there, I was fucking talking it up with the girl that was giving me the massage the whole time. Like, I did not shut up. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. But 2 things that I gave them the idea of. 1 was getting us a code to give to you guys. And 2 was opening up. So it's not a very private place you go. It's not a very relaxing place you go. Between each bed is just a curtain. So you're not in like your private room. So I was like, would you guys ever consider doing like, not couples massages, but like just, I guess couples, but for friends.
Or for anyone.
Just 2 beds and like getting discounts. So like, because we've had a bunch of our friends that have been like, oh, anybody want to go get a massage with me, like, together? And I'm like, this would be the perfect place to go with a friend to get a massage. So and they told me, I was like, I'm going to post the video, a reel for you guys, because I had to in exchange for the massage. And I was like, if it fucking pops off, like, we'll talk about it. And it's popping off. So hopefully I can get you guys a discount. So to be determined on next episode.
It's the best place. I also bought a gua sha from there because y'all know I've talked about it on here. My face puffiness is just like an insecurity of mine. So, we're going to try to do something about it. So I bought a gua sha and I've done it twice. And I mean, I like it so far, but I literally bought it immediately. I was like, I want that. Thank you.
Yeah. So I thought that was going to be her favorite of the week. So that's why I technically didn't want to say it, because I was like, oh, she's going to say it. Because I have 2. And my other one is hockey games. Went to a hockey game this past weekend. If you live in Austin, Texas, you grew up in New England, or just anywhere where it was very big with hockey, I know we don't have professional sports, but if you want to go watch an AHL game, it's a lot of fun. It's similar vibes. Obviously, it doesn't feel as competitive just because it's not professional, but it was a lot of fun. We went with like 4 other couples, and we had ourselves a night, which we'll get into, but hockey games here in Austin, in Cedar Park, 30 minutes away, but you literally hit no traffic going up there, so it was a lot of fun.
My favorite is totally random. It's a canned cocktail. They're called...
I was going to guess.
I don't know if you know. They sent it to us a while ago. I think you have them. I don't know.
The TLC?
The TSL. Tequila Soda Lime.
Okay.
They're 5 ingredients. TSL, tequila soda lime. They taste so good. And like we love just like a low ingredient drink. I don't really know what else to say other than like they taste really good and they're low ingredients. And I was like, wait, I'm obsessed with these because summer's coming up, so I need like a list of canned drinks that I like for boats and day drinking because I don't always like all of them. So good. And like the girl that works for them, like I'm pretty sure listens to this. So shout out for sending them. I finally got around to drinking them. I've had them for a little bit. So good.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I have not tried them, but I thought you were gonna say Loverboys. Stay away from my coffee, sir.
No. I haven't drank the ones I just got, but the TSLs are just so good.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it for our little one thing about us and favorites. Time to get into some hot gossip. Taylor has a bunch. I do not really have much.
I have 3 things that I wrote down, which might lead into other tangents, but I don't know. So 1, I can't remember if we talked about this on here, just in our personal life, when you were like, is the Montana boy and Kristen Cavallari still together?
Yeah, I saw.
Oh my god, yesterday they did like dumps and dumps and dumps of pictures together.
I know.
They're like in love.
It's crazy.
What the fuck? So I just want to give that update.
They've been on each other's podcast too. Like she had them on theirs and she went on theirs, so they did like a podcast swap.
Yeah, and it was like brain rot. Like
it was.
But listen, I mean, happy for her, but it just, if you wanted an update on the Montana boys, they are still dating with that girl. So just like a little update. And then speaking of people that aren't together anymore, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
I did see that.
Divorcing from her man. But she said the D was fire. And she's gone.
I don't know if, I mean, I feel like he definitely left her.
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think?
No.
She's like on like state probation, can't travel anywhere. Like you don't think that like got to him?
I mean, he got engaged to her, married her in prison. Like I don't think that.
But he probably just maybe wasn't expecting all this to happen after.
I feel like he like loves it low key, and I feel like she has her whole fucking life to figure out. She literally just started her new life, and she's gonna start married.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was our girl. I think Gypsy called it off. Maybe it was mutual.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say it was Gypsy, and then I saw this funny TikTok being like, if Gypsy Rose can leave her man, even though the D is fire, you can leave your man with the mediocre, horrible sex. And I said, facts.
Yeah. Dude, there's literally nothing like pop culture wise that I...
Okay, I have something else. I don't know if you saw this, and I just have questions.
Mm-hmm.
And questions I want to ask in the least offensive way possible.
Me?
Not to you, just to the world.
Okay.
So there's these conjoined twins.
Dude. I saw that.
And one of them got married.
Yeah.
Okay, there's other conjoined twins that I follow that
Dude,
are on
okay,
social media.
I was stalking them,
And
they're so rude. Well, not rude, but like they're just like so
Carmen
like
and
I don't know. Are they brunette hairs?
Yeah. So, well, I could see being annoyed of people like always asking you about your shit, but like, anyways, they're conjoined twins. They have like everything below the waist is the same and like connected. But they married one dude, and just how the fuck does that work? I need to know. And I know like people don't want to put their business out there, and like I get it, like you're entitled to privacy, but like you have to know that the whole world wants to know, and like can we please get an explanation?
I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's common sense. They just probably both feel it.
Right, but then like how was he married to one of them?
I don't know. I also was looking at the other ones that are on TikTok, and they said that they have different stomachs.
Right. But they don't all like they have
It's always different. So it's like we don't know about that couple or that
but like
conjoined twin.
They only have one like set of sexual organs. So it's like if you're I just don't get how it works.
I don't get how it works either.
I'm happy for them that they found love and they deserve love as anyone else does. I'm just confused.
Yeah, he likes it though. He's got like a good kink for it.
So you think though? That's
yeah.
Okay, this is what freaks me out. When people oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna get canceled.
Why would you get
shut
canceled?
my mouth. No, like when I always hesitate when there's people like not I don't know if you would call being conjoined to a disability. But like when someone like non like disabled marries or is into someone like very different than them like that, I'm like, is it a weird kink thing? I feel like best case scenario is like girl conjoined twins marrying boy conjoined twins.
No, because I can see him like No,
because like they could be like great. Like I mean, I don't know those girls. Like they could be, but then how are you not married to both of them?
Yeah,
I just don't get it. I don't get how it works.
I don't either.
And I need an explanation. Like I need a documentary. And I'm just like I'm trying like in the most respectful way possible. Like I just really am confused.
Yeah, I would love an answer, but I don't know if they'll give that to
I
us.
don't get how you're not married to both of them. Like, does he kiss both of them? No, he's married to one of them.
Yeah, only one.
So, like, when they're having a date and you're just there and they're like, we want to have sex now, like, then you just, like, do you just tune out of it with your head, like, with your mind? Like, are you just, like, scrolling on your phone? Like, how does that work? I don't know. I'm so confused, y'all.
Maybe they just don't.
Oh. That's interesting. Maybe they just don't.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like asexual. That's so true. They could be.
Because,
I mean,
okay, we gotta stop talking about this. We gotta stop.
I just like, that's why I want an explanation so that like I don't assume, you know? Because I don't want to make bad assumptions. But I'm just fucking confused. Happy for them though that they're like finding love. I just don't get it.
You know what I'm looking at right now is the fucking girl we hate. This girl.
Oh,
the fucking troll Curacao that's so negative on pop culture stuff. But I'm looking at her thing because like I'm just seeing if there's anything going on in the world that she's just fucking roasting on. There's not much. And watch, we're gonna upload this episode and like so much shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, like everything in the whole world is gonna get like exposed. But
Yeah.
that's all I know.
Oh,
Is that
wait.
Gypsy Rose.
Did you see that they caught the guy that punched Hallie?
No.
Yeah, they found him.
Did-
The detective did great work. Literally found him
Good.
like within 24 hours.
I've been nervous walking on the street thinking I'm gonna get
And
punched,
do you
even though
wanna
I don't
know?
live in New York.
This man is literally on TikTok. He has a big following on TikTok and has been running for governor in New York City. Yeah,
What the fuck?
I know,
What the fuck?
right?
No, I walk around and like think I'm gonna get punched because like this is so big on the internet that I'm like, oh my god, what if I get punched?
No, me and my boyfriend went on a walk recently. I think it was middle of last week. We were just like, it was like getting dark because we were doing a sunset walk, and we were walking, and I was like, fuck, like, get on the inside. Like, I don't want to be like on the outside. Like, I'm fucking terrified. People are scary.
No, it's
especially on Lady Bird. Like, Lady Bird's sketch.
I was walking by myself around Lady Bird. I'm fucking alert. And it was like
Yeah.
so packed. Like there were so many normal people. Like nothing could probably happen.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? There's so many
Oh.
people. But I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Do you follow Ford Sanders,
For to know.
the news reporter here in
Mhm.
Austin? Bro. So I'm like, I just love being up to date with his videos because he's obviously a news reporter, local news. I don't like watching the regular news. Like, I'd rather, if I'm going to watch
I'd rather
TV,
get my news from TikTok.
yeah, I'd rather get it from TikTok, and I'd rather watch reality TV if I'm watching TV. So I always just go to his page. There's been 3 reports over the last 6 months of this strange man running around anywhere in Austin with a fucking machete, like attacking people and hospitalizing them in plain sight. And I guess this past weekend, he was running around Barton Springs pool with his fucking machete, and the police had to show up.
What the?
Why are people out of whack?
I need to get self-defense.
I know. I used to have a pepper spray. Remember I had that pepper spray? The pink one
I need.
that I would
and
bring with me to?
It got taken somewhere, right?
No, did it? And I'm just drunk and don't remember?
I thought we.
I
Like,
thought I
went
just lost
somewhere
it.
and you had to like get rid of it.
No, I don't think so. Mac, dude, come here.
He just ate the stopper on the door
He
stopper.
fucking loves doing that.
He loves doing that.
But yeah, no.
I thought it got taken at like security. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You're definitely thinking, because I feel like I would have remembered that unless I
okay,
was
maybe it was
blacked
like
out.
someone else.
Yeah,
I
no, I
guess.
need to get a new one though. But right now I have a little box cutter attached to my keychain, and when I'm alone, I just like keep it open. But obviously, I know that shit won't do anything to anyone. But
I mean, it could do something. You can cut someone with it.
yeah, I could cut someone with it. But
I need to get stuff because I walk around at any time of day scared. I've said on here before how terrified I am of men. This morning, I'm walking to Barry's. I turned a corner. When I tell you the most normal looking man and his dog, but I just saw a man coming and it made my heart stop. It was like the most normal looking person of all time. I was walking the other day for a little bit and I was walking with my key in between my fingers so that in case someone came up to me,
yeah,
I had a weapon. I like literally put my if you make a fist, I just put a key through my fingers so that if I punch someone, like I got fucking something that would impale them.
yeah.
Or like punch
My-
them in the eye.
My house now is so securityed up. It's crazy. I finally got my security system installed into my house, and I just feel so safe going to bed. I'm like,
I want to get like an extra lock for this door, even though I feel very safe.
get the deadlock bolt thing that I got on my
Yeah,
door.
well, I want that little stick that you put.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel very safe in my apartment, so it's fine. I literally can't even. My friends can't even get up in here when they want to.
Dude,
So.
bro, I don't know what I'm gonna end up starting to do, but it's a hassle getting in here.
Yeah, well, the thing I have to see, I'm gonna experiment with the thing I sent you today.
Yeah, you need to act like a guest.
Yeah, I'm gonna experiment.
Yeah,
Don't
be
worry.
like, okay, act like you're me
Also,
trying to get into your
or-
own home.
The first floor, like, I need to make really good friends with concierge, and like when you're here, be like, hey, so you can walk in, and they're like, I almost.
But
just
how do I get-
almost just said my unit number.
I don't-
Maybe they would like let you up because
But
I
can't even get into the. I can't even get in.
like.
Like when I park my car, I can't even get in.
So true. No, we'll figure it out. But I feel very safe going to bed, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And like whatever. But yeah, I don't know what else is happening in the world, but it is scary out here walking these streets.
Yeah, for sure.
It's scary.
But nothing else.
Nothing else, yeah. I feel like I'm missing something big, but like, yeah, there's really nothing else. Like, what else besides the Montana Boys and Gypsy
I
Rose?
lacked my podcast listens this week.
I
but-
just
ooh.
feel like the Montana Boys and Gypsy Rose are the only things that matter in this world.
Yeah. I guess we could talk a little bit more about The Bachelor because we found out a little bit more after that about how Kelsey with the.
Oh, how he liked her the most always.
No, just like how he only slept with her in the fantasy suites.
Oh, yeah, he did only sleep with her in fantasy suites, as they kind of said or hinted at on a podcast. And then Joey said on the same podcast that he would give her, like, too much attention on group dates, that the producers would come up to him and be like, you need to stop talking to her and, like, talk to other people. So then she would get in her head because he'd be, like, ignoring her. But it's because the producers told him that he needs to, like, talk to other girls.
So he knew it was her the whole time?
He knew it was her for, like, a while.
Damn.
Which I've always said, like, obviously you know who it is.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they obviously did a good job, though, with production, because I wouldn't have fucking guessed that from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's because you didn't watch the moped one.
Well, not even that, but I would have thought, like, everyone thought it was fucking Maria.
Yeah. Well, to me, like, Maria, like, it honestly still should have been, because I think he was the most comfortable with her.
Yeah. Unless they just weren't including the clips of them being very fucking comfortable together.
Because maybe it's, like, too
obvious. They wanted to, like, change the narrative.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm overall just very...
Or maybe him and Maria, like, were so comfortable, like, just as, like, fucking friends.
Yeah. Did you also see that they might not... I have not been watching Bachelor in, like, fucking 10 years, so I haven't been into the Bachelor in Paradise. But I saw Reality Zach, I think his name is, posted that there's not going to be a Bachelor in Paradise this year.
I haven't watched it in so long.
But they said that because there's not going to be enough attendee or candidates to invite out to the island, because they did the Golden Bachelor, and then they're doing the Golden Bachelor again, and they just did Joey's season. So there's, like, been too much time between the seasons that they don't have enough people. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just from what I saw from Reality Zach.
I feel like those people are always right.
Yeah. So.
Interesting. I haven't watched that in a long time. I probably wasn't going to watch it, so.
I probably would. I'm, like, in fucking watching so much TV. And, like, Love Island All-Stars right now, if you love Love Island, I had no idea that they had an All-Stars going on. I knew they had the games, Love Island games. But on Peacock, Love Island All-Stars, I'm, like, 25% through the season. I'm obsessed with Molly. Molly is fucking stunning. I need to show you what she looks like, because you probably didn't watch, like, UK's all the way up until recently.
No,
but this fucking girl, which I spoiled who won for myself because I went to go follow her on Instagram.
Oh, wait, Tom.
Yeah,
I know Tom.
Tom's, like, the most recent UK season, but they did the All-Stars and they coupled up. Sorry, spoiler.
Okay, she's a banging body.
Dude, she's so fucking hot. Like,
I remember Tom because he was hot. Yeah, she's a banging body.
Yeah. And so she went into the show, she went into All-Stars, had broken up with her 3-year-long boyfriend, Callum, 6 months beforehand, and then he shows up into All-Stars.
Callum, like Love Island Callum?
No, well, different Callum.
Oh. Callum's my dream man. I love that man.
This guy.
I don't like blondes. Who is calling me?
Her and the two of them dated for 3 years.
Oh, no, he's not that cute.
I think he's cute.
He's cute, but Tom is cuter.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Callum's cuter. But I mean, either way, I'm obsessed with Love Island UK.
I'll probably start binging it or something.
Yeah, you should. Even if you don't know the girls or any of, like, the history between them, it's fine. Like, you don't really need to know the history of any of them to understand it.
Is that all? Should we go into our weekend?
Yeah, we can go into our weekend.
So Friday you went to a hockey game?
Yes, I went to a hockey game. I, like, went into the weekend because I had been... So my fucking periods right now are every 6 weeks. I know, not great. But if that's just normal for my body and I'm consistently getting my period every 6 weeks, then so be it. That's just how my body is going to operate. And I'm getting consistent periods, whatever. But I've been getting them every 6 weeks. So I just knew I was down bad a few days before. Every few days before getting my period, my body's so sensitive to food. Like, I just get really bloated by the end of the day, like, sensitive to food.
I get the shits, bro.
Like, diarrhea shits or constipation shits?
Diarrhea both. It's almost like I feel like constipated, then by the time I go to the bathroom it's like it's
oh,
like
no,
all
yeah.
fucked up.
I'm like constipated, like I can't get it out. So anyways, I just kind of went into that night being like, I'm not drinking because I feel like shit and I know alcohol will not make me feel any better. So I had a little pregame at my place just because I live the closest to the rink, and then we Ubered up there. And it was just a lot of fun. Like, I love doing couple things. I think our entire friend group, for like the most part, is all coupled up. So it's just fun being able to do couple things that are a little bit more laid back and just more activities than just going to the bars on the weekends. So it's been fun. And I know the summer is going to be, I think the summer will be crazy, but I do think that it's going to be more coupley things. Like, if I do, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be, like, say we do a boat. Like, I just know it's going to be all couples.
Yeah, because, like, your boyfriend's friends all have
Yeah,
girlfriends.
like, everyone's like, oh, okay, my boyfriend, hey, invite your friends. Okay, well, all their girlfriends are going to come. So it's going to be, like, all couples, which I kind of like. So
my GoPuff got here with my allergy medication.
Go grab it.
And I'm going to go grab it and pop a pill.
Yeah.
BRB.
But the tickets aren't even too bad. I think they were like $40 for the tickets. And then I wanted to get a glass of wine just there because if you guys remember, I went to the rodeo a few weeks ago and they didn't have any good alcohol to choose from. It was literally seltzers or beer. And when I saw that they had wine, I was like, okay, perfect. I'll get a glass of wine because I don't want seltzers. I don't want beers. Got a glass of wine. And they do mini bottles. And they'll just give you the mini bottle and you can pour it as needed. And so I was drinking that. And then halfway through the game, all of them were like feeling it. They were hammered, to say the least. And they were like, oh, we're going to go out after this. And I just looked at my boyfriend. I'm like, I am not going out after this. Like, they had said this around 10:30 at night. I'm like, by the time they were to get to downtown, it would be like 11 p.m. I'm like, I am not going out. And right now I take it to my advantage that I have a puppy. And I use that to my advantage of being like, well, I have a puppy at home. Like, I need to go make sure he gets outside, like, whatever. And, like, I do feel guilty leaving the two dogs home alone. I need to let them out. So I was like, we're going to go home. I'm not drunk. You guys are all drunk. Have so much fun. So they went out. We just went home, and that was it. The game was fun, though, because it was one of those games where it literally went into the last fucking second. It almost went into overtime, but the other team scored like 3 minutes left a game. So we love little intense games like that. But, yeah.
Cool. My Friday was insane. Not insane. Insane for me. I feel like fairly normal for most people. But for me, it was different. So I was, like, committed to staying on my couch, okay? Like, I was like, today is going to be a binge watch the rest of the Fosters on my couch. Like, that's what we're doing. But then I matched this cute guy on Hinge, and he's like, we should go get drinks. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I, like, really was going to stay home. And he was like, come on, like, if it sucks, like, then you can go back in, like, an hour. And if it's fun, you'll have fun. And I was like, and then, of course, I live, like, walking distance to everything. So it's, like, down the street. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. And, guys, it was so fun. I, like, see this guy. He walked, like, halfway to my place so I didn't have to walk all the way there because I was like, I'll walk, but it's going to be dark, and I'm going to, if I get kidnapped, that's scary. And he was like, I'll walk with you. I'm like, thank you. I literally saw him, and I was like, oh, he's cute. I was like, glad I came, because I thought he was really cute. And he's like, I met you last weekend at the bar.
You met him? You said that to him?
No, he said that to me. And if you don't remember from our recap last weekend, it was a blurry night at the bar. So I'm like, oh, but you met me at Cat's Pajamas? I'm like, that's embarrassing, because that was not okay.
And had you guys matched before or after that?
No, after. So on Hinge, he said, I met you at Cat's Pajamas.
Oh.
So I asked our friend, I'm like, did you remember meeting this guy? She's like, yeah. So that's why I also went, because I knew he wasn't, like, fucking with me. And she was like, no, I remember him being cute. And I was like, okay, then I'll go. Had so much fun. The drinks, I went to Zanzibar. The drinks were so strong. Like, they were so strong. I don't fucking know why. I had so much fun. It was like a 10 out of 10 date, honestly. And then we, like, hung out for the whole night till the morning.
I feel like Zanzibar is such, like, a touristy, like, random bar to go to.
Yeah, his apartment's, like, next door to it.
Oh, is it? That's funny.
So he had to walk out of his way to come get me, but, like, it's, like, right there.
Yeah.
But the drinks are fucking strong. And, yeah, hung out with him the whole night. And I was like, oh, fuck, that was a lot of fun. And not what I expected. I've never been so comfortable with someone so fast.
Damn.
I feel like I've known this person for, like, ever.
That's crazy.
No, it was crazy. It was crazy.
How old is he?
24.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it was wild. Like, it was a wild first 2 days knowing each other experience, because I hung out with him again Saturday, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But it was definitely wild, and it was very fun. So the most spontaneous plans are always the best, I feel. I feel like when you don't expect like to go do something, it's fun.
Saturday, though, by the way, the weather this fucking entire week has been so bad. We were planning on like having a weekend, to say the least, on Saturday. And that's what I went into Saturday expecting. So Saturday I woke up, kind of had a slower morning just because, like I said, the weather was bad. And my boyfriend slept over. So we just literally woke up. First thing we did was make coffee and play Monopoly Deal for like 3 hours. And then I finally decided, okay, I'm going to go on a run. And I literally just ran through our old neighborhood, which was fun. I went over to Mueller, ran in there.
Yeah, we used to live in Mueller.
Yeah, I know. Surprise! Used to live in Mueller.
Surprise!
Yeah, so anyways, went on a run, and as I'm fucking running, like, I'm not even kidding. So from Mueller is like 15 minutes north of downtown, but you can see the city from like the trails when you're running. And I'm running, looking at the clouds over the buildings. I'm like, fuck. Like, we cannot sit by a pool today. Like, this is not the weather for that. So I texted in our girl group chat. I'm like, are we sure we want to sit by a pool today? Like, this weather just doesn't look great. And everyone was, like, still down for it. They were convinced that the weather was going to, you know, pop out. The sun was going to come out. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. Like, we don't really have any other plans, so might as well. Like, I want to hang out with everyone. So yeah. I just went on, like, a quick run, came back, showered, and I was smart about my decision of washing my hair before going, because usually if we, like, sit by pool, I'm not going to wash my hair. But I was like, I'm going to wash my hair. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. And I put my bathing suit on, not really with any expectations of even taking off my cover-up off, and then went over to Whole Foods to get a bunch of stuff to grill, because that was, like, the main reason we all really wanted to hang out, was because we wanted to, like, grill food and just kind of hang out. So, yeah, that's what we did. We kind of just hung out by the pool.
It was so cloudy, but I was like, I just want to sit outside in the fresh air. Like, I don't care where I sit to do that. Yeah. But, like, I just want to sit outside.
I was low-key freezing, though. Like,
I wasn't.
I was so cold. I was getting, like, heat flashes, though, in a weird way. I was, like, cold, but then hot 2 seconds later. Cold, hot, cold, hot. And you guys, things took a turn for events sitting by this pool, okay? So we're sitting there not really expecting much of it. One of our friends had friends in town. And ironically, one of the friends that they had in town's mutual friend was an old social media friend of ours. I'll just name drop him. His name's Chase. He lives in Dallas. You guys have probably seen him in our content like years ago. We used to work with Rise and like Raw Gear with this guy. And so he's in town, and I'm super excited about it because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go out with you like this weekend, like old times, like super excited to see you. And as we're sitting there, like he shows up, and then all of a sudden, more social media people start showing up.
Patty Cakes
and his girlfriend, who's fucking gorgeous. Like,
and what's the other guy's name?
Baby Ziz.
Like these social media, like
that we met at fucking Zoo Culture like 3 years ago.
Oh, like Chase is bringing his friends. Like you guys might know them, and like fucking like Patty walks through the gate. I was like, Sam, what the fuck?
I know. I'm like,
Patty's here.
We're like 100 feet away from them as they walk in. Taylor's like, Sam, is that Patty? I'm like, there's no fucking way. And I'm like squinting, looking at her, go, Patty, and I like scream, just like run over to him, give him a hug, and I'm like, oh my god, like it just felt like, you know, one of those moments when. This is what I could relate it to. I was trying to tell one of our girlfriends this. I'm like, it just feels like you're seeing high school friends that you haven't seen in like years, and you've changed a lot.
Yeah, and it's weird when like it's such a small world. Like, being like, wait, how is this random girl that we met in Austin, Texas, like how are her friends bringing like our old social media friends? Like, what the fuck is going on?
And then another one of our other girlfriends that does social media, who's on prep, was in Austin for the weekend because she might move here. So there was like 10 social media people there at the pool, and I'm like, oh my god, triggered.
Yeah, I was like, Sim, are you triggered?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
are you triggered? I feel like I'm an awful lamb.
Yeah, but I was saying to one of my girlfriends, because we went to the bathroom together, and I was just kind of explaining to her, I'm like, dude, this feels like these are people from either high school or college that I haven't seen in years, and like we're rekindling things and like saying hi and just seeing how things are, but like we're different people because we've changed a lot in 3 years, and I just like, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like, it's weird because now I have a boyfriend. one of them has a girlfriend that they just brought, but like I don't know. It was good to see those specific people.
It was just
like because we didn't have bad terms with those people.
Yeah, those
like,
are cool people.
Those were our people, and I was like, okay, this is cool.
Those are cool people, so it's good because that'd be really bad if.
And they all might be moving here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Like literally, the girl was in town because she wants to move here, and then Patty and his girlfriend were looking at houses while they were in town. I was like, geez, like this is craziness. So that would be cool. And I mean, I do like when like social media people live here because it kind of just like pushes me to like want to keep doing it and like. I don't know. Like, it's good to be around the same type of energy and vibes, even if we're not like hanging out. But yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm looking at my photos just to get my brain in order.
Met out for drinks and you got dinner.
Yeah. So I was so cold. I was like, I was trying my hardest to stay there until like 3-4 just because I had nothing else to really do. Which. Fun fact, I was on shrooms that whole day.
Oh, I know. Your boyfriend.
Oh, he told you? We microdosed so hard. Like,
he was
so
like,
little.
Me and Sam did shrooms. I was like, what the fuck?
When did he say that to you?
He said it to like all of us sitting at a table.
Oh, really? I didn't tell anyone.
You weren't there, but like he told like me and like
oh,
two other
okay.
people.
Yeah, I was like, there's just like no point telling anyone because like I'm microdosing so hard, like so little. That,
yeah, he was like, we just did like a little bit.
Yeah. But I could tell he took a little bit more than me, so he went to go sit in the like corner by himself for a few minutes. And I'm like,
oh, that's what. Yeah, no,
I could tell he took like a little bit more than me.
That's probably why you were like weird with like the weather.
You think? I don't think so.
Like, wasn't that cold?
Oh, I was freezing. But no. If anything, like when you microdose, it just makes you like happy and like colors are a little bit more popping.
Well,
but even though the sun wasn't fucking out,
he did say that.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, there was like oh my god, there was a whole period of time where like all the girls were just sitting at the picnic table and all the boys were sitting at like the lounge chairs, and one of our girlfriends was at work and her brother's in town, so he was just kind of sitting with us because like obviously his sister's friends are the girls, so he's sitting with us at the picnic table, and we were just like talking fucking tea on just like girl life, like period, sex, like all this crazy stuff, and he's just sitting there like, oh my fucking god. He looks at one of our friends and goes, Claire, can I like have the key to go back upstairs? We literally like scared him away.
Yeah, it was like rough conversation for sure, and I was even keeping some things to myself so he's lucky he didn't get all of it.
Yeah, he is lucky.
I was like trying to be tame.
And not gonna lie, I kind of felt a little bit hungover, but I wasn't hungover that day.
I was so hungover that day. Like I could literally vomit at any second on Saturday.
Cause like we grilled up chicken skewers. I made some grilled pineapple. I had pasta salad. But I don't know if my stomach was just out of fucking whack from my period. So I just like don't know. I don't know. It was a mix of weird things. But yeah, so then we all left, and I realized I was so hungry around like 5 o'clock, and we told all the girls not to go to drinks until 6:30. So I was like, fuck, like change of plans. I'm going to go early. I'm going to get dressed right now, and we're going to meet everyone up for food and drinks. Because the one place that we wanted to go to only did drinks. And I was like, fuck, I'm hungry. Like, I need to eat before. So we changed, like, last minute where to go. And we went to this place called Nixar DeCuro, I think it's called. It's on 12th. And got food there. It's one of those places where you order up at a window, and then you get like a little card thing, and then you go sit back down. And they didn't have a liquor license, and we didn't know that until we got there. So I was like, fuck, I guess it's gonna be a wine night for me. And we ended up having a glass of wine, and then that glass of wine was not enough, so then we ended up buying a bottle of wine, and me and my boyfriend guzzled down one glass plus a whole bottle of wine.
I show up there, I'm getting ready, I'm like, oh my god, I got like 3 hours of sleep Friday night, so I'm dead, running on empty. After the pool, I took a nap, and then I woke up, put on clothes, met y'all there, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually dying. I knew I was gonna go back here like so early, but I was like, no, I'm not drinking. So like I met y'all there, and then like I ate before, thank god, so I was like literally just trying to not fall asleep at the fucking table. And then we went to In Cahoots. I love In Cahoots. It's such a good vibe. And I was like dying there, and I was like not gonna drink, but I felt like such shit that I needed to get one drink because it was like the only thing that was gonna make me feel better. I was like, I feel like shit, and like this is the only thing that's gonna help. So I got one drink there, And it did make me feel better. But I was so tired. I got no sleep this weekend.
You know what I said 2 weeks ago? Only way out is in.
Yeah, so I had to get a drink because I knew that if I went home, this guy. So I was like, I'm gonna leave here, because I was like, I went out with my friends. He was like, Jesus, like I'm dead. And I was like, no, I'm literally going home so early. Like I'm out of here by like 9:30, 10. Like I'm exhausted. And then he was like, oh, like let's watch a movie. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I knew I was like going back home. I was like, if I'm gonna see another human being, like I feel like shit. I need a little bit of alcohol to revive me.
Yeah, I was obviously fucking plastered, but I was quite literally the opposite. But that's just because of that wine that I had, and I just felt obligated to drink the bottle with my boyfriend. But then we went into this place called In Cahoots, and I genuinely thought, which there were, like our entire like friend group was at In Cahoots, but by the time we got there, they all had left and went to West. So I was like, what the fuck? Like that at that time when we got there was only like 2 other people there, which was a couple. I was like, where did everyone go? And they were like, oh, they all literally just left. And I'm like, fucking damn it. Like I was excited to have like a big ass group.
That's what was like the vibe. It was kind of like everyone's going out, but then like 3 of our girlfriends didn't go, and like no one was there. Yeah. And I was like, oh wait, what? So did it was just like a
small, like intimate, like night, and I was like, whatever. Like I'm already kind of fucking drunk, but like I knew because I started at 6 that I wasn't gonna be out all night. Like I knew I was gonna go home around like 10, 11. And so that was kind of like my plan, continually going through the night. We were at In Cahoots for 1 drink, and then we went over to Lucky Duck. And luckily, that was the last place I was. Like, we went to Lucky Duck. I got a drink
so y'all you didn't even leave that much after me then?
No, I like left like pretty soon on. Honestly, I think I ordered Uber. I can probably check. But got 1 drink there, and then the one thing I need to do if I'm at Lucky Duck is go in the photo booth and get a duck. And so that's what we did. We didn't even go out into the back. Like we were.
Yeah, I did.
We were. Oh yeah, we were for a little bit, but majority of the time I feel like we were in the fucking front. I've never been in the front of Lucky Duck.
We were sitting in the back for a while. We were sitting back there for.
Were
a
we in the
bit.
front then? No, we were there.
We were both, but I know we were in the back for a little bit, and then you went to the photo booth, and then I said goodbye to you in the photo booth. But I could tell y'all were like making out in the photo booth, so I was waiting outside the photo booth.
Me and me and my boyfriend.
I was literally like waiting for you guys to stop kissing in the photo booth so I can open it and be like, bye, I'm leaving.
Yeah, we did 2 different like photo strips because the photo booth there is very delayed. So the first strip that we took, which we tried redoing, so you only get 1 redo in the photo booth. So we did the redo, and the redo was even worse than the original. So I was like, fuck. So now we have to buy another one. So we were in the photo booth for like fucking 10 minutes,
and it like looked like you guys were making out. So I was like, I'm not gonna open the curtain right now. But I left, and then I go to this guy's apartment because I thought he was telling me to go there, and like whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna go there, and he's like, no, let's go to your apartment. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I already called the Uber to your apartment, and I'm here, but he lives down the street, so it's fine. So like I walk in, and like apartment buildings, and I feel the same way about like being here. Like the concierge, it's just so embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's so embarrassing being like, can you let me up to like this unit to see so and so? And he's like, those are good guys. And I was like, okay. I'm like, he was like, they're nice guys. And I was like, okay, it's whatever. But I'm like, I literally told him, I'm like, I bet this is a fun job. I'm like, you get to know like everyone's business.
Yeah.
Like you just get to know so much. Oh, but I forgot to say Saturday morning. This is why I also think having a concierge is brutal. So Saturday morning, this man leaves my place and I want to go get Starbucks. So I was like, I'll walk out with you because I'm going to go to get coffee. So like I'm walking out in like boxer shorts and a sweatshirt, and he's obviously in clothes from last night. And we're just like, good morning. And it's like, oh my God, how embarrassing. Like I don't know. It's just like, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, having like a concierge, like a doorman, like how embarrassing. They just know all of your business.
I wonder if apartment complexes are ever going to get to the like advanced route of just having like AI operations.
But yeah, it's just embarrassing when like your concierge knows all of your business.
Yeah.
A walk of shame always sucks.
But like I said, I feel like AI like would be so much better.
No, I like people. I like a human interaction.
Yeah, but like how often are you saying hi to them?
I say hi to them every time I walk out the door. But if you need help with something, if you need something, it's nice to ask a person.
Yeah. I just think like apartment buildings are way too complicated for no reason.
Oh, 100%.
Like I feel like AI would fix that. Like ChatGPT knows every answer to everything.
Get on it. Start
No, I would never.
Start working on it. But yeah, so Saturday I left and then I had another sleepover. Woo.
Damn. You're having more sleepovers than me.
It was such a fun weekend. And I told him, I said, I think you're going to ruin my life. And he was like, why do you think that?
You need to be a slow burner with this one.
I was like, I just think you're going to ruin my life. And I'm prepared for it. I was like, so yeah, I was like, I'm just prepared for you to absolutely fucking ruin my life. That's all.
She's going to have a 2-week obsession with this man and then move on to the next.
Oh, if they piss me off. But like, so, oh my God, men that you're talking to, like, they have like an instinct when like you have someone else. Like if you've been like following along, like these men like leave me hanging, like are so bad at making plans with me. Tell me how I'm hanging out with one guy, and then all of a sudden, like men I know are like texting me Saturday night. Like this man that like ditches me every weekend tries to ask me to come over on Saturday, and I'm like,
I was just about to like ask his name with a question,
but I'm like snooze, you lose, bitch. It's been weeks of you.
Yeah, but that you should have known. You should have fucking known from day one that he is just not fucking worth the energy.
Yeah, well, I stopped giving him
fuck boy.
The energy. Yeah, but I don't mind like fuck boy if you're gonna at least like give me what I want.
No, but that's girls only. Girls only can be fuck boys or
yeah,
fuck
like,
girls.
Like for example, this guy could be a fuck boy if he wants, because at least I'm getting something from it.
I guess, but he's also getting what he wants. Like you need
yeah,
to
but
play
I'm
the
getting
game.
what I want too, so it's fine.
No.
But anyway, so this guy, I'm like, bro, men just have it like in the air, like when you're, because I just talked about this with one of our friends that like she had like a guy here, and then it's like guys start hitting her up. I'm like, bro, it's like in the air, like they kind of know that you're seeing someone, and then they start talking to you. So weird. But yeah, I got like no sleep this weekend. I'm running on zero.
It's fucking April Fool's right now, and I just got this notification from my boyfriend, mentioned you in story, and this is what I see.
Okay.
I go to click on it. Read the bottom. I just got this little fucker, he just sent me this picture of me. He just sent me this picture of me and goes, oh my God, look at what just popped up on my phone. And I go, oh, cute. And then 2 seconds later, I get a notification. So I'm like, oh my God.
That is funny.
I was just like, oh my God, he just posted me on my story, or on his story. And then I get a notification, and it says, mentioned you in story. So that's all I see in the preview of my DMs on Instagram. And he pressed return. He goes, psych, April Fools. How fucking rude.
That's
Post
rude.
that pic of me.
That's dick. Really rude. I've been really on the alert for April Fools.
I know. I got to do something to him.
I feel like you were going to do something to me.
No, I honestly forgot that it was April Fool's, not going to lie.
Like prankster energy.
I just had to pay my first mortgage payment, though.
Gross.
I've been technically living in my house. Not really, because I had to put a down payment down. Technically living in my house for the last month and a half for free.
What'd you do Sunday?
Sunday was actually pretty wholesome.
You went to the park, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go paddleboarding, but again, weather fucking sucks. So we're like, you know what? We'll just go to the park. Didn't realize with Easter everything's closed. So my boyfriend was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get Chipotle," and I was like, "Okay, perfect. I'm gonna get Sweetgreens. We'll both get what we love." And driving over to fucking Chipotle, realized it's closed Easter. Then I was like, "Oh, what about Kava? It's right next door." Kava's closed. So luckily, Sweetgreens was open, and we were both able to get Sweetgreens. But I did not realize with Easter, like I thought, oh, people are gonna have plans, they're gonna be going to church, like no one's gonna be around. Bro, the fucking park was packed. I was like, oh damn. And then even people were paddleboarding like crazy, even with the crappy weather. But I had like a pretty wholesome Sunday, just kind of out and about. Brought the dogs with us. That was Cheese's first
time at the park.
But not even that. Also seeing a big dog. Oh. He's never seen a big dog before. Well, actually,
he's never been
Palmer.
To your boyfriend's
Yeah, he's seen Kona before, but. Oh my God, it was just so funny seeing him run around with like a big dog. I was like, I thought he was gonna like hate the dogs and do like the growl thing that he does to him sometimes. And I was like, oh my God, like this is gonna end so badly. But he was enjoying every second of it. But he made me look like an idiot because sometimes he doesn't come back to me when I say his name. I'm like, Cheese, come back. I'm like, dude, you're embarrassing me. Like you can't be doing this.
Because he has embarrassing names. Like
yeah,
he can't make you stand
and
there.
And he has
just
a
saying,
tongue that just hangs out.
Just saying cheese.
Like
cheese.
he looks so stupid. I'm like, dude, you can't look stupid and act stupid. Like have some brains
pick
in
one.
There. Yeah, pick one. Like because now you're embarrassing me.
Because Mac is stupid, but he looks handsome.
Yeah, Mac is so handsome, but Cheese just looks stupid. Which now that I'm realizing, like, they're both dumb dogs, but now I'm realizing Mac is just so smart.
Yeah, Mac is like a genius compared to this idiot.
Mac can sit. Mac will stay. Mac knows how to go potty outside. Yeah, you know how to go potty outside, don't you? And like, oh, dude, with the squirrels too at the park, Mac was just fucking running from tree to tree, just like trying to chase all the squirrels. It was so fun.
My ex-boyfriend was at the park. Did you see him?
No, I didn't.
Oh. I was like, I saw on both your stories at the same time, like Zilker.
Maybe we went together on a double date.
I would beat your fucking ass.
Yeah, no. Oh, wait, we can't talk about him here on the here anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Fuck. My bad.
I'm gonna get another fucking text.
Fuck. Damn it.
It's gonna be like, stop talking about me on your fucking podcast. Sunday, I went to ABBA for lunch brunch situation. ABBA on South Congress here in Austin. So good. We had things to celebrate with my friends from dance. People just had like promotions and like things, and we were like, let's go to brunch to celebrate, and it was so good. Food is just 10 out of 10 phenomenal. Whipped feta, inject it into my veins. Like, it was so good. The pita bread, so fire. And then our waiter was like, you guys were just a delightful table. Like, nothing better than spending like a holiday on a Sunday, like getting like a really nice table to serve. And we were like, oh, like, no problem, sir. Like, I thought we were just being normal. But he was like, you guys were so nice. Like, pleasure serving you. And I said, it's funny because we had friends that used to go to ABBA for brunch, like, all the time.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, you guys were such a delightful table to serve. Like, thanks. And I was just like, yeah, because he probably used to serve our delinquent friends.
Yeah, that would sit in the corner, hide behind trees, and pop out from them and be like, hey.
So he probably used to serve them and then had a wonderful time serving us. But then after that, I literally, like, rotted on the couch the rest of the day because I got, like, a collective 4 hours of sleep the entire weekend. And I took a melatonin at 8 p.m. and went to bed.
I'm not going to lie. When I just went to go to the bathroom in your room, and I just, like, looked at your bedside thing, and it had the container of melatonin, and I was like, that's funny. Sleeping with the melatonin just right next to you.
Yeah, I keep it right next to my bed.
Yeah. That's one thing that I used to fucking use all the time is melatonin. Bad.
My Hinge date took some of my melatonin.
Damn.
He was like, I'm not going to fall asleep. And, like, I was like, okay, whatever. Take it.
Yeah. You know what, speaking of that, have you ever, like, well, obviously not, because I feel like you would say it, but my boyfriend struggles badly when he drinks with insomnia. So, like, I'll just be, like, sleeping, snoozing when we're...
Tell me about it. I've been in a house with you while your boyfriend drinks and sleeps over.
Yeah, and he fucking just is awake the whole time. And he's
I know.
Staring at me while I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, he gets, like, the worst insomnia from drinking. Like, he just can't pass out. I'm like, I'm the complete opposite. I turn into a rock.
We stayed at an Airbnb together, and at like 2 a.m, someone's just like being so loud in the fucking kitchen, drinking poppies.
Yeah. No, this man needs to like figure it out. Maybe I should buy those melatonin.
And then he would wake up in our house at like 6 a.m. being like, hey, yo, Tay-Tay. And I'm like, bro, it's the fucking morning.
Yeah, it's like
chill.
6 a.m. Like, I'll be like sleeping and I'll roll over. And he goes, are you awake? And I'm like, awake? It's 6 a.m. Like, no.
Yeah, and then there'd be like music on, and then I go downstairs and he's like wearing like sunglasses, only in like boxers. I'm like, can you get it together? Like, I live here too, bro. Like,
I know.
Chill with yourself. But I don't have to deal with that anymore.
And he sleeps over now every weekend. We've come into a place now that I live in a home like where he can like hang out with no cat or allergies. We spend like from Friday him getting off work to like Sunday night together the entire time over the weekends, and I have never done that. Like,
I used to be like that.
But you know how I am. That's not for like, and like I'm getting used to it. But I have to tell him. I look at him. I go, I just need like a second. Like, I need like an hour to myself just to like scroll on my phone and be alone for like an hour. Like, don't talk to me.
So I'm on my date on Friday, and I'm like, oh, I have a cat. He's like, I'm allergic to cats. I'm like, ooh. So Friday night, like, his eyes are, but he's like, but my brother has a cat, and like, I'm fine. Like, I build up like a tolerance to it. It's like not a big deal. And I'm like, okay. But like in my head, I'm thinking how your boyfriend was. Like, your boyfriend's like literally can't handle. Friday night, this man's like eyes just keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, oh, you're like allergic to the cat? And he's like, no, I'm fine. Okay, but then Saturday, fine. I'm like, you built a tolerance
already
in 24 hours?
Yeah, that's weird.
So my friends were like, he might have taken like allergy meds like before he got there. I'm like, maybe. But yeah, when he said he was allergic to cats, I'm like, oh, that. Sorry, buddy. But he didn't seem to care.
Yeah, I mean, if you can build up a quick tolerance, then that's fine.
Yeah, he was fine the next day.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad. Like, literally, his eyes just kept getting a little bit more red by, like, the hour. I was like, ooh, sorry.
Do you want to get into the questions?
Yeah.
So I just went onto the Instagram. First one I fucking see. Why did Sam say last episode that she used to be chunky? Because I was. Like, I was chunky at 2 points in my life. When we were bulking, I was chunky. And in high school, I was chunky. I don't know if that's like a trigger for you. I'm sorry, but yeah, I was chunky. Sorry if that's like a bother to you. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry if it bothers you that I was chunky.
Yeah, I don't like. What the fuck? What kind of question is that?
And it's like comparatively, like chunky compared to now.
Yeah,
Like the jeans that I wear now.
I was chunk.
They
That's what I
used-
said last week. I go, I was chunk.
My jeans used to not fit me, and like
Oh
now
yeah,
they
no,
do.
yeah. I used to be a size 6. Now I'm like a 2. Or
Same.
0. I don't even
Same.
fucking know
Same.
because I wear extra small in white fuck, so I don't know what that is.
I
compared
used to be like a medium.
Yeah.
And that's people are gonna be like, you think a medium's chunky? For my
For us,
for
for
my
ourselves.
for my build.
Yes. Same. Anyways. All right. Taylor, what prompts do you have on Hinge?
I don't have Hinge.
Read the Hinge profile. Let's just screen record it and put it on the screen.
I don't have Hinge on. I think I have it on my other phone.
All right.
No, I remember. I have one of them is my answer is a large Diet Coke. I don't know if it's like what I order for the table or my guilty pleasure or something. It says a large Diet Coke. It gets a lot of likes. I have, if you have one song you could listen to for the rest of your life, what is it? I really like to see people's answers to that because it makes me literally know if I like you or not. Because if you put an EDM song, like we're just not gonna get along. Not gonna get along. I'm not gonna date you. And I think it's only writing that I have or had. I deleted it, and then yeah, I just have like pictures.
You know what's funny? So the Montana Boys did like one of those like stupid cheesy red flags, green flags TikToks where they walk in a line and they turn.
I saw that. And
One
it
of
was like
them-
has a mirror selfie.
Yeah, and I was thinking
don't
about
have
it,
mirror pics.
but I was
on
thinking
my
about it.
Hinge.
I agree with that because that just means like I don't
you
know.
have friends?
Yeah, do you not have friends?
If someone's whole thing is like selfie and mirror pictures, I'm like, why don't I have pictures like at things?
Yeah, at things, people
So-
taking photos for you.
I have other prompts. One of them is my Instagram story mainly includes, and I have a video of me dancing. That gets a lot of likes too, and I think that's it.
Yeah. What is your worst but funniest drunk night?
Oh my god, my worst funniest drunk night was literally last weekend.
Yeah, I honestly just feel like I just get really, really drunk, but I feel like I don't do a lot of stupid things. Like
No.
I can't remember the last time I thrown up. Last time I thrown up was like Memorial Day last year, and I threw up in my own sink, and I was convinced I didn't do it, but like I can't really think of.
I don't puke.
Much.
Last weekend, not like this past one we just talked about. So I guess like 2 weekends ago, that was not stupid that it was harmful, just stupid, like funny stupid. You know, didn't like there was no bad decisions made. They were just like out of pocket, but
Yeah.
but no harm.
How do you make sure to remain independent even in a relationship? One thing for me, I lacked this in my relationship before the relationship I am in with my boyfriend, is that I didn't have any friends, or I wouldn't make plans outside of things that revolved around my boyfriend. So make sure you are still maintaining friendships. I think it's a little bit different now for me with my relationship is because I had friends going into the relationship that were outside of his friendship. Whereas when I was dating my high school boyfriend, it's like we were all in the same friend group in high school. Like I relied a lot on like if we're doing things as a group, like I know he's gonna be there, which like vice versa, kind of like similar now, but not really. I think independence in your relationship is still maintaining friendships with other people.
Yeah, and then independence in terms of like not in the friendship side, but just like things you need to get done on your own.
Yeah.
Like I take that really far in relationships, almost to the point that was very negative to my last relationship because I had my full-time job at the time and all my social media stuff, and then like I teach dance and I would like to go to dance 3 times a week, and it got to the point where like Monday through Friday we wouldn't see each other. And like I think I took the independence too far because I was like, I have my shit I need to do during the week, and like I don't fucking want you around, which I feel like that's not always the healthiest. But for me, being really stern on like I teach dance on Tuesdays, and like I am not gonna be with someone who's like, you should maybe stop that so that we can hang
like
out.
don't cancel plans.
You know what I
for
mean?
them.
Like, no, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And like I do that on Tuesdays, and that's it. I'm not gonna like cancel because of that, or like rearrange your schedule for a guy in terms of like just like shit you like to get done.
Also, not relying on your significant other to do things. For instance, like I just moved into a house. I didn't wait around for like my boyfriend to like build something for me, or like just like other things, like just knowing that you're capable of doing things on your own. Like there's nothing sexier or like intimidating for a man when they can see that a female is capable of doing all these things without a man in her life. So just knowing and being capable of doing those things, and you don't need a man's like not power but just like capabilities to do things. I think that's just one thing for me, because growing up with like my brothers and my dad, like I just have always grown up doing like the yard work, mulching, like painting, like all of those things. So that's just one thing that I kind of carried into my relationships, and I think it's like kind of a little bit intimidating for them knowing that like I can do those things on my own.
I think also having a boyfriend that's independent on his own, because people would ask me that all the time, again, like what I said, like when I was working like 2 jobs and all this, people were like, how is your boyfriend, you know, how do you handle that with your boyfriend? Like I said, I maybe took it too far. I literally wouldn't see him during the week, but he also worked too. And like had shit he needed to do, and like he played like sports. Again, I shouldn't be talking about him on here apparently, but like he was in a sports league with his friends. You know what I mean? Like they need to have things too. It's not like he's sitting around fucking twiddling his thumbs waiting to hang out with me. He had things he was doing.
Yeah.
Because that's really important too. If you have a significant other that likes to do things and like has their friends and all that, that'll rub off on you.
Yeah.
If you have a significant other that has no friends, like my boyfriend in high school had no friends, like that is going to be hard.
Yeah. I feel like there's also like pros and cons to that, because I realize me and my boyfriend are like very much the same on that, very independent, and like have our own friends, our own lives outside of the relationship. But one thing that I realized that the two of us were doing a little bit too much of was our independence on the weekends. Like the weekend would roll around and be like, fuck, like I only saw you like once this weekend. Like, so you just gotta be like extra aware of like how much you're being independent, because you want to make sure you obviously are putting the time into the relationship. Because I realized we went like a month of like weekends back to back to back to back, and we were just like, fuck, like we didn't really like hang out a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so we've kind of just like gotten back into the groove of like, okay, like yes, we have the independence, but like let's just make sure we're like maintaining and balancing like both.
It's hard. I feel like you never feel like you're doing it right.
Yeah. Mac, you're on my phone and I have to look at the questions. Top 3 icks in a guy.
Okay, like stupid icks or like red flags?
They can be anything.
Okay, so like general like no like manners or chivalry, like walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk, sitting on the booth, like doing all that little shit. Do that right, or else I'm gonna judge you for it. My biggest ick of all time is a man that's like too into social media.
Oh,
like,
1000%.
Oh my god, it makes me want to vomit. It makes me want to vomit uncontrollably. I respect the grind. I do social media too. But like people, when they know me, like you wouldn't even know I do social media.
Yeah.
And like men that, even if you're very successful online, which I wouldn't really date an influencer guy, that's just not my type. But let's say even if I did, like it shouldn't be so obvious that you're so fucking obsessed with your Instagram, because I'm telling you, people I know probably wouldn't even know I do social media. Like there's nothing I do in front of people that makes it very obvious that I'm fucking filming. Like
yeah.
I don't even bring a tripod to the gym every single time I work out. Like I don't know, a man that's obsessed with Instagram makes me I could die.
Ick, red flag, whatever you want to call this. I would say also that guy's friends. So if you're seeing one talking to someone, or you're dating them and their friends are like making fun of him for hanging out with you, or any of that, like
if
any
their friends
behavior,
just suck.
if their friends suck, like friends are the biggest thing to me. I'm like, I can't, like they got to be supportive of him being happy, him being a little bit of a simp. Like why the fuck is his friends making fun of your boyfriend for being a simp? Like allow him to be a simp. I just don't like that.
And then a big thing for me is just the guy, like, not going after what they want and not initiating plans. Like, I made a TikTok just about this, but, like, I don't need texting buddies. Like, you don't need to text me all the time or just, like, wait around. Like, I don't know. Like, don't be a little, like, pushover. Like, be assertive. Know what you want. Be confident. Not no confidence is gross.
Some of these are kind of so stupid. Dude, people are ballsy on here.
Like what?
I'm not gonna say them out loud.
Okay, I'll look.
I'll just show you.
Oh,
right?
Not F, marry, kill my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, that's so fun.
That's crazy. Actually, I have an answer, but
no, but you're not saying it out loud. What other cities would you consider yourself living in?
I've always wanted to move to New York, but I'd never do it. I think I could just see myself moving back to Florida, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know where else I'd go.
So for me, I kind of know what this is going to be my plan. Obviously, like with my boyfriend and work, like things can change based on like his career path, but my career path, like I can live wherever the fuck I want. So I just ideally see myself, I bought this place here in Austin, and I see myself living in here for a few years. And then my family, I feel like, is slowly, my parents are going to retire in Florida. And then my brother goes to school, or went to school, he's going to be graduating, is in Tampa. So I don't know. I just see myself maybe getting like a condo in Florida just so that way, like every now and then, whenever I want, I have the leisure to go visit my parents in Florida when they retire. So having a house here, having a condo in Florida, and obviously, when I get to the route of having a family, I can see that definitely changing where I settle. But for right now, in the next like 5 to 8 year plan, like having this house and getting a condo in Florida.
Love that for you.
Because like I don't need a house in Florida. Like the fuck, I want a little condo. Visit my family for like a week at a time or like a weekend. Like like this weekend, like let's go visit my parents. You know, who knows? And yeah.
Bro, there's another like crazy question here. Someone said, who do you think your followers prefer? Like, which one of us? That's a wild question.
Me.
It's a wild question.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everyone keeps asking lately. I don't know why, but people notice that I had my belly button pierced and I don't wear it. Like, I don't know what crazy answer you guys want me to give. Like, there's literally no crazy answer other than that I just like don't want to wear it anymore.
Every time, because I wanted to put it back in, I took mine out because it fell out, and then I years later put it back in, and then it fell out again.
Yeah,
there's not really like an over.
I just like, I don't know. I just felt like not like chuggy, but just not my vibe. If you could change anything from your life right now, what would you change? Love you guys. I kind of like this question.
Like, what could I change in my life right now?
Yeah. What could I change in my life right now?
I want a job. I think I'm getting a job in May, so.
I think
I'd get a job.
I would change.
My life is kind of great right now, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't really know. This is a very interesting question, but I want to give an answer.
I would say I'd like still have my job. I would say that, but like my life is good right now.
I would probably travel more. That would be mine. Travel more. I feel like over the last, like, obviously buying a house and then getting another fucking dog, like, kind of ties me down here in Austin. But I do want to get back into the grind of just, like, doing little trips, even if it's weekends, during the week, like, just getting out of here and exploring, because that used to be something that I was really passionate about, was traveling a lot. So,
yeah.
Tips for feeling confident when going out. This is going to be a no-brainer, but wear clothes you're comfortable wearing. Like, if that